Hello friend and welcome to the learning series of the Azure, and we are discussing about the storage account. So this is the seventh video of this series, and in this particular video we will learn the how to implement Azure AD authentication for your storage account. As we already have the access key to provide the access to the users and the service principal. On top of that, there is second mechanism for the access provided on the storage, so that is the SAS key. So why we required the third access mechanism for the storage account? So actually this Azure AD authentication for the storage account will help you out on to simplify how we can control access on the storage data, and how we can how we can got to know that which person is having which kind of access for the security and compliance need. Just consider that we have the storage account on the Azure, and to provide the permission on this particular storage account, we can provide the permission on user level or the group level, or else on this service principal level. So we can assign the permission on the storage, so that according to the appropriate permission, the users and the group of the users will get the access on the storage account. And you can assign this permission from the portal, from the RBAC role, like an IAM role. From there you can assign it through the PowerShell, or whatever the tool that are that's used for the infrastructure as a code. So doing that, you can provide the permission to the user. So basically, once you create the permission, so actually right now it's a support to the Azure Blob and Queue, and if you want to utilize this permission for the file shares, so yeah, definitely there is a solution, but in that case we need to utilize the Azure Active Directory domain services, so that you can merge those file shares, so that people can get access on the storage account. So we will I will show you that option from where you can enable it. Consider that you have applied permission for the users, or maybe group of users on the your storage account. So once you apply the permission, it will sometime it take up to the 5 minutes, so that it can apply appropriately on the storage and the data those are available on that particular storage account. To apply the permission, you at least should know that what are the permission available in the RBAC role, built-in permission, so that you can apply the permission according to the your need. Now currently these are the permission available, like 13 permission available for the storage account. And once you have to specify that what kind of your requirement, so that according to that requirement you can assign the permission to the users. So generally if you want someone should be the owner of that particular storage account, and he will manage the that particular storage account for that entire life cycle of for that storage account. So in that case you can assign the storage account contributor role for that particular user or a group, so that they can access the storage account. They can provide the permission, they can control, not permission, they can control the data access for that particular storage account for your organization. Like second permission is for the account key operation service role, like this user will be responsible to generate the SAS key, or rotate the key for the storage account. So next bunch of these services are for the blob, like this will be no contributor for the blob, and second is the data owner and reader. So according to the your requirement you can provide the permission. And next bunch of the services is for the file data for the SMB protocol, like once if you are availing the file shares for the AD authentication, so you can provide the appropriate permission from this group of this rules. And next and last one is for the queue storage. So this also the same way, according to your requirement, you can assign the permission to the users and the group. On top of that, you can also customize the role, like what if you want to customize within 2 or 3 role and create one set of the role, so that you can do, but for that matter you should have the Azure AD P1 or P2 licensing, and so that you can create the custom role. So let's navigate to the portal and let's try to demonstrate how we can provide the access. Currently we are on our storage account, and if you check for the container, so in a container you will see that data container is already created. If I click on the data container and check the IAM rule for this data container for the admin user, so it will show that admin user having only read only permission, so that this particular user only can only access this particular container, but it can read that container but cannot access the data that is along with in between that particular container. Let's try to log in with that admin user and try to find out are we able to do some activity, or are we able to read that container or not. So here I am logging with the admin user, and if you see here I am on the same storage account, and if I click on the container, I will able to see that data container is there. Let's try to access this data container, and if try to access this container, you will get the access is denied because it is not get authorized through the Azure Active Directory, because this particular user don't have permission to access the container data. So let's do one thing. I will sign out for this particular user, and I will move on to the global administrator console, and I will provide the permission to this particular user. So basically we are going to assign the role for this particular user. So just click on the add button and click on the add role assignment. From here you have to click on the admin user, and then you have to provide the permission. So let's type the storage, so the storage related permission will be appear. So I will click here randomly storage contributor and click on the save, so that this role will be assigned to the admin user. If I refresh this page, you can check here. Now we have already having the reader permission. Now we have just assigned the role as an storage account contributor. Now try to log in with the admin user and try to access this data container. Now I am logging with the admin user, and I have already navigated to the storage account for which storage account we have provided the permission. And if I click on the container, so definitely I will get here the data container. And now if I click here, so now I need to get a permission on this. If I click right now on the data storage after providing the permission, so definitely I should get access on this particular container. So now I can upload the data on this particular container, and that will achieve my goal. Like we have already provided the permission, and that permission get authentication authorization was done by the Azure Active Directory, and we are able to access the storage account. So next is that file storage. So for the file storage, if you click on the storage account and if you go in the configuration, So in a configuration, here you have to know enable this particular service. So once you know enable this particular service, so that your on-premises user or whoever accessing your file shares, so they will get authenticated with the Azure Active Directory. You have to just click on enable here, and this have to save the settings. So that's it for this lesson, guys. We will meet in the next session. Thank you so much.